Viewer discretion is advised.
You ever notice that all the good roles are going to British actors now in America? Isn't that just strange? I wish I had a British accent. If I did, people like me better. I'm 100% sure. YouTube would be all over me. They go, oh God, he's like Russell Brand, except way less gay. Anyway, this came across my table a little while ago and I didn't really speak about it. Why not? As some of you that followed my channel for a long time know, I'm a fairly big Witcher fan when it comes to the video games. In fact, they inspired me to get into the books. About a month ago. I gotta say, the dude who came up with the books is a genius. And thanks to the video games, that actually got me interested in buying the books. That's a lot to be said, especially in this day and age. And now there's gonna be a Netflix show, which I'm apprehensive about. And at first I was just not gonna bother with it because I knew what was gonna happen. I was probably going to hate it. And frankly, if as good as the books are, there's no way they can nail this in my opinion. Henry Cavill, the dude who played Superman, who's probably not going to be Superman anymore because Warner Brothers is pretty stupid and they don't know what they're doing. They tried to go with the dark universe. I think the Zack Snyder thing, and it was all going wrong. And DC's like, how come this isn't like the Marvel movies? We'll just reset everything. And it's basically just killing the franchise. The first step is to get people to play the characters and not replace them. Do you think the Marvel movies would have worked if all of a sudden, through the middle of the first or second Avengers movie, boom, Robert Downey Jr. is no longer Iron Man, you idiot? It's some black dude? You think it would have sat well? I can't even curse because YouTube has got me by my balls. Okay. Henry Cavill was asked about toxic fandom. Typical of journalists today, the thing that they seem to do because journalists are really losing their mind. The whole point of journalism, at least in my opinion, is to sort of report to people. Instead, at this point, journalism now vilifies the people. If you're a fan of Star Wars, but you don't like the direction it's going in, you're a toxic incel. So this journalist who works for what? Who knows what publication, ET, whatever, some soulish drudgery that no one really cares about, decided to try and pull the whole time to throw the fans under the bus. Aren't the fans horrible, Henry? And he was met with an unexpected answer.
There are always going to be a small yet vocal group of people. There can kind of just be toxic.
Oh my word! Oh,
What are you gonna do?
Fucking go!
Small yet vocal my ass, dude. I guess all of us that didn't like the way the last Ghostbusters went, we were small and vocal. That's why it tanked. Oh, wait. All of us who didn't like what they were doing with the Terminator, we're small and vocal. It flopped tremendously. Lost over $130 million. So I guess we're just small and vocal.
I understand what you're saying, but when it comes to fans, it is a fan's right to have whatever opinion they want to have. And people are going to be upset because, especially when you're talking about books or games, because you're never going to be the exact person who they had in their head or who they played on Witcher 3, for example. I don't necessarily consider that toxic. I just consider that passionate. And it's something which I have obviously had to come to.
Basically, Henry just spoke the truth. See, the people that actually care about these intellectual properties are invested in them. Many of us spent a lot of time and energy supporting them. We love them. They're part of growing up. They're a part of our everyday lives.
Father in the house, why wouldn't the boy internalize himself in that role? When the mother is at best tolerating a incompetent, bumbling idiot, or at worst, complaining that her ex-husband is not providing enough, doesn't want to see you, where is he wasn't good enough. What image of a future man or father is this boy supposed to internalize? I'll tell you where he gets it from. He gets it from the only place he knows how. From the women in his life who are all raising him at a young age, and through his entertainment. And all of them tell him that he should be a hero. He gets it from being the opposite of what the women in his life are complaining about. And he gets it from the positive image he sees in movies and comic books. The hero. A sacrificial man. Looking after and looking out for everyone's interests but his own. maybe then he thinks, maybe then society and women will love him. So he puts on the theatrical affectations of heroism.
Honestly, I rank Geralt of Rivia up there with Batman, which is high praise from me. I mean, really, you connect. It's the last bastion of art, especially something like this. In a day and age where everything is hyper woke and they're shoving it up your buttocks, it's sad to see something you grew up with and love get twisted and turned and changed because they want to hit a broader audience, or they think an idea is outdated, or a character needs a gender swap. It's disheartening. It's a slap in the face of those who supported it. If not for the core fan base, Hollywood wouldn't be messing with any of this crap, because they're devoid of ideas. Hollywood in and of itself is morally bankrupt and creatively beyond bankrupt. Hollywood is like a third world country in Guatemala. Please forgive me, people who live in Guatemala. Fine. To not upset the Guatemalans, Hollywood is like the worst parts of Detroit, an abandoned wasteland, empty. Whoops. That's the offensiveness bell. I'm in trouble. Point being, they take stuff that's already established and then they rip out everything the fans loved about it, which makes no sense. I mean, if you're going to do a movie, a book, imagine if you covered a Rolling Stones song and then you removed everything about the Rolling Stones song that people liked. I can't get no social justice, but I try. Yes, I try. I can't get no gender pronouns. Imagine if that happened. We'd all hang that guy up by his feet. You know what? I'm off on a tangent. I'm beginning to like this Henry Cavill guy because, frankly, he's done the unexpected twice. The first time is when he came out and said how he was worried about dating because of the whole Me Too movement, and then all these women just turned on him and hated him. Like literally a day ago, they were worshiping him as Superman, then the next day he was just this big pile of shit because he was worried about dating in the Me Too movement and false accusations. Of course he's worried. He has stuff to lose. You know, some woman said he fondled her in a way she didn't like. People believe it because he's a man and he's buff. You know, she go, I couldn't stop him. He's built like Superman. And they go, you're right, he did play Superman. You couldn't defend yourself, Katie. Even though you don't have any proof, we're going to believe you. And he's a villain because there's no due process when it comes to a man. In the court of public opinion, for a man, you are guilty until proven innocent. And even if you're proven innocent, we're still going to treat you like you're guilty. I'm in trouble. I said things that I'm not supposed to say, like the truth. You know, this is demonetized just for that. I'm not a fan of this guy, but I'll say this. He's definitely won my respect a while back. I just forgot he existed. Nothing personal. And just for that, maybe I will check out the Witcher TV show. I think my ex-girlfriend's going to watch it. I don't even know why. She didn't seem very interested in The Witcher. Maybe it's because of him. How do you like that, huh? That's life. Oh, well, you know the whole spiel. Rate, comment, subscribe. I hate saying that I have a Patreon because it feels shillish. Share my stuff because YouTube continuously jerks me around. They tell me everything that I need to do to get monetized. I do it and they still demonetize me as soon as the video goes live. And at this point, I know why they do it. My channel has been flagged as for having a reputation. Now, it's not a blacklist, and that's what the YouTube representative told me. It's not a blacklist. It just means that I have a reputation for being naughty. And basically, you know what my problem is. Common sense. I mean, really, I look at things as the way they are. But I guess that's the problem. I'm outdated. I'm an old model. I'm a T800.